How does Mississippi tax retirees? I know that's front and center on your mind, and you've come to the right place to find out. Welcome again to the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, the place where you understand how Mississippi taxes retirees and the other 49 states as well, plus all kinds of other financial planning related topics. If you want to learn how to increase Social Security and reduce taxes and live a comfortable retirement life, you, my friends, are in the right place. Let's get right to it. The state of Mississippi. Elvis Presley's birthplace, Tupelo, Mississippi, and we're going to dive right into it. As we do, we start with Kiplinger. And Mississippi down here is in the dark green, which means it's the most of the top 10 tax-friendly states for retirees. That's fantastic. Let's find out why. All right, let's see what the great state of, gotta make sure we click on that link, my friends, and make sure it populates. Why is Mississippi so friendly when it comes to tax, you're asking? And I am asking the same thing as well. And if I could get there we go. All right. One of Kiplinger's 10 most tax-friendly states for retirees, the Magnolia State offers a sweet income tax deal for retirees. Wow, they're using my famous word saying, the sweet. It not only exempts Social Security benefits from state taxes, but it also excludes all qualified retirement income. Now, that's interesting because remember, qualified retirement income is IRAs, 401ks, the whole thing. So, let's park that for just a second. Some people say qualified is not the same synonymous with IRAs. Qualifies from a qualified retirement plan, which an IRA technically is not. So let's hold tight. Remaining income tax is taxed at a maximum of 5%, and Mississippi is also home to some of the cheapest property values in the nation as well, property taxes in the nation as well. And seniors qualify for a homestead exemption on the first $75,000. Wow. 7% state tax levy. Oh no, state tax are bad, except only two localities, Jackson and Tupelo, add to that, making the average combined rate of 7.07. And that's pretty low, even though groceries are fully subject to sales tax. The income tax range is low, 3% on taxable income and 5% on taxable income more than $10,000, as we do every single time. Taxable income and gross income, two completely different things. You can have, in this case, if you're married, filing jointly, you can have taxable income $10,000. $36,000 before you pay any income tax in the state of Mississippi because of the standard deduction on the Trump tax bill. You have $26,600 standard deduction. So literally you could have $36,599 of standard of gross income before you're in this tax bracket of 5%. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I'm not saying it's a lot of money. I'm just saying remember the difference between taxable income and gross income. We like to see taxable income simply because it means the gross income you got to add to that. All right. And I know standard deduction, whatever your standard deduction is, add it to this, and that will determine what tax bracket you're in. The effective income tax rate is 4.6 for individuals and 4.9 for joint. Social Security benefits are not taxed, and IRAs are exempt as well. All right. So good. All qualified accounts are exempt from income taxes. That's huge, my friends. In fact, I did a video not too long ago about how there's like $600 billion in IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, TSPs, and whatnot. $600 billion. All. Now, that's just from the taxpayer from $50,000 of income to $200,000 of income, that middle class right there, $600 billion, all waiting to be taxed. All waiting to be taxed. So that's a significant benefit if you're living in Mississippi. Most people's income comes from Social Security and their defined contribution, defined benefit, which is qualified plans. Property taxes, a huge exemption. They offered a homestead exemption of $300 for all eligible taxpayers. The median property tax is $854 on the median home value of only $104,000, so that's pretty cheap, that's for sure. And here's a homestead exemption for seniors. For homeowners 65 and older, there's an exemption of the first $75,000 of your home. So that means you take the home value, subtract the $75,000, you're going to pay, what's that, 0.8% on, it's $29,000. I mean, that's crazy. Vehicle sales are taxed at 5%, which is 2% below the general rate. They also charge an annual property tax on vehicles based on their age and value. Rates for this tax are set at the county level. In Lafayette County, for example, you pay $285 on a vehicle valued at $20,000. And again, I don't know if that's annual or not. I just don't know. It doesn't say. There's no inheritance or estate tax in Mississippi. So far, this is just fantastic. All right, so let's go see what the tax about Mississippi. I mean, Mississippi's a beautiful state. Man, is it humid, but it's beautiful. If you go I just remember we went from Jackson. We got to see in Pearl, Mississippi, the Mississippi Braves play, and that's a AAA team, AA team for the Atlanta Braves. And then we went to see Jackson State University, where Walter Payton went to school, and actually got a little. They only have a small little tribute there, plaque, and essentially on a stone. I mean, it's nice, but not nearly what I thought. Got my picture with my kids taking it from the Walter Payton plaque there. That was pretty cool. And then we drove up to see Tupelo, where Elvis was born, because my wife's a huge Elvis fan. And that road just rolling, beautiful hill. Oh, man, it's just fantastic, without question. Hot and humid, but looking out the window right here today in Georgia, it's hot and humid. So tell me something that's not happening where I'm at right now. All right, so Mississippi has a top individual income tax rate of 5%, and when you factor in all tax burden is 8.6%. But remember, this doesn't. I just can't stress this enough. This doesn't mean anything if your bulk of your income is from Social Security and or IRA distributions, 401k distributions. Remember Maryland? I talked about Maryland the other day. Maryland basically gives you $30,000 of exemptions on 401k, 457, 403b, and TSP distributions, but no exemptions on IRA. It's pretty significant divergence there. So if you have an IRA or a 401k and you roll it to an IRA, you just walloped yourself taxes. In Mississippi, everything's tax exempt on those kind of plans. That's just fantastic. April 5th is Tax Freedom Day. Yeah, number one, the best tax state in the country, without question. That's sales tax, 7%. Oh, no, it's high. Number two, except that when you factor in the average localities, there isn't any hardly sales tax at all. So they range. So Mississippi's actually right in the middle of the realm there for overall state sales tax. You got to look beyond this. Cigarette tax is low. Gas tax is real low. I mean, Mississippi's where it's at in terms of keeping your cost of living down. And of course, the property tax is way low as well. Look at that, 0.64%. You can't beat that. And then you factor in your $75,000 homestead exemption, you're in a good place, that's for sure. All right, so let's go look at smartasset.com and see what Mississippi when it comes to income. I bet it's going to be phenomenal. Let's see here. And as we do, we're saying we're married filing jointly. All right. And we're going to have born in 1953 to put us at 65 years old. And we're going to say we have 25,000 from retirement accounts and 25,000 in Social Security income. All right. And let's make sure we don't have any pension here. Okay. No. Good. All right, so we pay nothing. We pay nothing in Mississippi. So I'm just curious what happens. We put up here $75,000 of retirement accounts and $25,000 in Social Security, and you pay nothing. What if we look at that. You pay nothing. No, you're paying nothing. Essentially, nothing. You're paying nothing in the state of Mississippi. You're going to pay a tiny sliver on property value. You're going to pay a little bit on sales tax for sure, but you're paying nothing on the income tax. And yet Mississippi isn't noticed as a tax-free state from a state's income tax, but it is. I mean, for the most part, if your income's from Social Security and IRAs, there is no income tax. That's phenomenal. Federal tax breakdown. We go back to here. If you have $100,000 of which 75 comes from your IRA and 25,000 comes from Social Security, and married filing jointly, you're going to pay $8,289 to the feds. Mississippi is very tax friendly. No Social Security is taxed. Withdrawals from retirement accounts are not taxed. Wages are taxed at normal rates. Your marginal income state tax rate is 0. Private pensions are not taxed as well. So that's you just can't beat that. This doesn't say anything about property taxes. Does it give us anything on property taxes down here? How high are property tax in Mississippi? Property tax in Mississippi are very low. The median annual property tax paid is just $841. That's the median, 50% above, 50% below, and it ranks the 6th lowest amount. And of course, part of that is simply because the value for the property in Mississippi is a lot lower than other states. But then you get your $75,000 homestead exemption in Mississippi. So Mississippi is fantastic. No other way around that in terms of overall taxes, sales tax, 7% we talked about, but when you factor in the localities don't have hardly anything at all, that's pretty mainstream right there. So hope this helps. As always, my friends, thumbs up are always helpful. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Absolutely subscribe. Hit the notification bell because we do these videos about 5 times a week. And lastly, comment. I always love to hear your comments for sure. So anything I can do for you, please let me know. Don't forget to go to the blog at heritagewealthplanning.com. See you next time. Thanks, guys.